What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode. While you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe. But more importantly, today we're talking about the fact that the Travis Scott Nike SB Dunk Lows are restocking this September. Now, in this video, I'm talking over a video I took all the way back in February 2020 when these originally dropped. I was lucky enough to get my hands on these, so I'm going to be talking over this unboxing video that I took just a couple of years ago. Now, stay tuned to see what they actually look like, and of course, anything on this channel that you do see is legitimate. It's real, cooked straight from the kitchen, you heard me? Now, I got to shout out Galactic G Skate Shop that allowed me to get my hands on these early for this video, so shout out to them, and let's get started. Now, yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, the word on the sneaker streets right now is that these Travis Scott Nike SB Dunk Lows are restocking this September 2023. Now, this is huge news because right now the prices are still pretty bananas, and just a little bit later in this video, you'll see just how expensive these were all the way back in 2020 when this was originally taken. Now, I do have to say that these Travis Scott Nike SB Dunk Lows are my favorite sneaker collab of his that he's dropped throughout the years. But before I go any further, sheesh, let me know what you guys think of these in the comments. These still give me goosebumps to this day. Shout out to Travis. But yeah, take a look at what my size was going for. $1,300. Most sizes were over $1,000. And that was just for the regular box, not the special box. Now, personally, my favorite pair of laces on these are the pink ones, and I think that they really complement just the paisley in general. And one of my favorite features on this is the way the Cactus Jack branding is written on it. It's very reminiscent of like black metal or death metal music, and your boy grew up pretty much listening to that, so shout out to all my sneakerhead metalheads out there. Let me know in the comments what you rock with. Now, as you guys can see, this is a very clean color palette, and you can pretty much wear this with anything, and like I said, I can't believe that these are basically restocking again. Now, a little bit later this year, we are also expected to get his Travis Scott Utopia album, which is definitely in its rollout right now. So if you have a favorite song of Travis's, let me know in the comments. And overall, I don't expect these to pretty much go down too much. I mean, if they do restock them, allegedly, which they are supposed to again in September of 2023, I don't expect the price to go down a crazy amount. Whenever they do these restocks, they're not necessarily trying to kill the hype. If anything, I think this news being released right now is just getting everybody more excited for the release of his new album and pretty much getting everybody talking about him again. Now, one more thing I wanted to point out related to this restock that I saw online is that these are actually going to be the second most produced Nike SB of all time after this restock, and Travis Scott's obviously most produced sneaker of all time. I don't think that that's necessarily going to like devalue these just because I think that they're so clean. And let me know in the comments now that I think about it if you would actually skate these. I did definitely grow up skating, but I think that these are so clean that I can't justify it. Now, when it comes to the release of these sneakers, I definitely expect to see them on the Nike Sneakers app, unfortunately, which means you're definitely not going to have the best odds. However, I wouldn't be surprised if we also saw the return of the raffle system on his own personal website, which is usually shop.travisscott.com. Now, if you're a Travis Scott OG sneakerhead, you know that back in the day, you were actually able to cop them pretty easily as a first come first serve. Myself personally, I was able to get my hands on quite a few pairs just going to his website and manually copying them on my phone, which is very hard to believe, and I have the videos to prove them, so definitely check it out in my library. Now, personally, like I said, I think that the pink laces with these are the most fire, although I definitely like those twill laces that come with them, and I definitely like the fat tongue. It's definitely reminiscent of course, skate shoes and the sneakers that I grew up wearing myself. Now, if you're not too familiar with Nike SB, I think I mentioned a little bit earlier in the video, they've basically been around for 20 years or so. Paul Rodriguez, Eric Costin were some of the main skateboarders for them, and yeah, Nike SB is legendary. The fact that Travis Scott has this sneaker collab is legendary, and I honestly can't wait to get my hands on them again. So let me know in the comments if you made it this far, if you would actually rock these, if you would flip them, or what do you think about them? I know that they're not for everybody. I know that Travis Scott has kind of fallen off in popularity ever since the Astroworld Festival tragedy, of course. But myself, I'm still a big fan of his. I think that his hype is still around, and I hope that all the real ragers that have never been able to actually cop a pair are able to get their hands on them, because he's definitely got some amazing fans. Now, as you can see from this little screenshot, this was his actual website, shop.travisscott.com. And although I was able to cop some pairs, it was definitely not the easiest thing to do in the world because you were still up against a lot of people. Now, I know I've been kind of rambling, but I just want to say if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Go ahead and drop a like and subscribe while you're here. Let me know your favorite Travis Scott song, and stay safe, guys. Peace. Straight up.